Hello, amazing humans. This is your weekly empowerment message for the week of December 10th, technically. It was supposed to be yesterday, to the Saturday the 16th. I had to look at my calendar. And using the Good Tarot today by Colette Baron-Reid. And I'm going to just see what messages are for you. And I apologize for the lighting today. Making some changes, and I'll explain that in another video, but this card wants to come out. And this one wants to come out. Ooh, wow, you guys, I'm already... We're looking at... Major Arcana. And then I also decided I'm going to use the Moonology because the new moon is tomorrow, I think. I don't always follow the moon cycles, but... And this one. Okay, so what do we have today? We have, our first card is the Chariot, which to me represents that something is moving fast and coming your direction. And then we have the Emperor. And then we have the Messenger of Air. So, and I'm actually going to just use the guidebook today, you guys, because I'm still learning how all of these decks work. As again, I used to do readings a long time ago. I didn't learn on traditional tarot, so I'm trying to learn traditional tarot, and it's a lot. And then, let's see here. I want to look at, yeah, something's coming quickly. All right, so let's see here. The Chariot is number 7, which I love that number. So everything you have worked for, including the obstacles that you have faced and overcome, is now part of this time of victory. You have learned to see all aspects of your life as essential to your growth. And you have fallen, but now you have risen again to live freely and truthfully, fearlessly and skillfully. So the Chariot stands for victory. So whatever you've been going through, you have a victory here. And then the Emperor is 4, which is authority. Following the rules right now is exactly what you should be doing. People in authority come to your aid and give you good advice when you ask for it. You can have the strong confidence that this card suggests. Dealing with institutions like banks, governments, or schools are also highlighted at this time. So you have a sense of authority, and I love the lion. It feels like Leo energy, leadership. And then the Messenger of Air, and then I'll look at him as all together. And if you hear tip-tapping in the background, that's my puppy dog trying to figure out where he wants to lay down. All right, so Air. Again, I think during the holidays I'll have more time to sit and practice with these. All right, Messenger of Air. Opinions informed by experience, adherence to dogma, allegiance to a way of thinking or acting, a learned response, subconscious programming, and swift reactions or responses. I'm going to show you this card so that you can see it again. I love the message. The artwork is just beautiful. You need to broaden your perspective. You are reacting to a situation from your past. You have to think about whether you want to do things the old way or respond differently this time. You can adapt a new way of thinking and behaving. If you are swift and move quickly, you will ensure that your actions are for the highest good and positive outcomes are assured. So when I put these all 3 together based on just those messages, I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but, and I love how it ties in. I've been sharing with you all about shadow work and limiting beliefs and bringing that to the light. So whatever you've been working on, it's moving quickly, like you're beyond that, and you now have more authority in your own life. So I want you to just stop and recognize that you've done the work. You continue to do the work, and now you've gained more knowledge. And then now you get to choose how you move forward. Like everything that you want is within you. And now you have this new awareness where you can take what you've learned and you get to choose. Like, I mean, you get to decide, like, okay, does this belief serve me anymore? And if it doesn't, then you can let it go. And then ask yourself the question, what belief do I want to move forward with? Like, what do I want to believe in? Like, it's about your choice. Like, you've done the work, you've brought some things to light, and it's moved quickly. So now you're to this point now where you get to choose how you move forward. So I feel like it's a really powerful message to someone who feels like, and this needs to be heard by someone who feels like you have to keep doing the work because you're not ready yet. You're already ready. Like, don't use that as an excuse to hold you back. Like, if you feel like you need more information, go ahead and move forward and trust yourself. Like, you are the authority on what you already know and what you already understand. And so take that information and trust and step into the unknown. And it may feel a little uncomfortable, but you don't have to know all of the answers in order to move forward. So again, I'm not sure who that's for, but it's for someone. All right, so that's the main message. Let's check into the Moonology deck. And I love these cards. They're so pretty. I think I'm just going to pull one of these, and then I'm going to use my own empowerment deck to just give you a fun little happy message. And it's that card today. Haha. I was going to talk about Mercury retrograde, and I was like, nah, let's not bring it up, because I don't live in, like, how I used to think about Mercury retrograde is that, oh my God, everything's going to go wrong. So if you're thinking that about Mercury retrograde, maybe choose a new belief around that. For me, Mercury retrograde now is just a time of reflection and a time to reflect on what's working in my life and maybe things that I want to make changes to. So I laugh because the card that came out of the deck is communication is key. And most people, if you know about Mercury being in retrograde, communication is definitely, it can be interrupted, or things can be miscommunicated, or somebody perceives something that you've said and taken it the wrong way, or even you can do that. Like, you take things personally. So this is New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key. So let me just read what it has to say. So a successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the New Moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talking through things is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or a neighbor or someone else, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. So she gives some additional meanings in this. And again, this is by Yasmin Boland, the Moonology Oracle cards. So additional meanings for this card, I'm going to share them because I think someone needs to hear it. It's time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. A lot of times communication, it's here. But if you can connect the heart and the mind and speak before you have the conversation or before you communicate, set the intention or get heart-centered and say, okay, let me speak with love. Let me come from my heart when I communicate whatever it is that I need to, talk about or communicate with someone. And also perhaps maybe read more books right now. Again, Mercury retrograde is a time of reflection. So that's what I take from it. And then one more last little quick message. This is my cute little deck that I handmade. They feel like cards. They shuffle like cards. And I think they're amazing, but that's because I made them and they're filled with love and happiness. All right, let's see here. Oh, speak up. Your voice matters, and it does. I love how, so let's just take this all together. You got the messenger of air, so a message. Communication is key, and now you're getting speak up. Your voice matters. So I hope this resonates with whoever needed it. Sending you lots of love and light and really big hugs. Go be an amazing human. Mwah.